And welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins and it's Thursday night, which means it's One Sheet Wonder night. Tonight I am going to show you how to create 6 cards from one 12 by 12 sheet of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. I'm also going to be using the Country Birdhouse bundle to create all 6 cards. So let's change the camera and get started. All right, so again, this week, a lot of intricate pieces, so a lot of prep time, and I do not have the cards done just because of that reason. So we're gonna just see how they turn out. I have ideas and we'll see how they turn out. I am using the Country Birdhouse bundle. It is the stamps and dies. And then I'm using the coordinating Country Woods Designer Series paper. Now this was part of my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit for this month. Usually my last One Sheet Wonder using my Stamp Camp Card Club kit contents is always done before the club is completed, but I missed a week because of the 4th of July, so I'm making up for that for tonight. So club members, you will find the PDF file as well as the One Sheet Wonder pattern. It's a download project sheet and a pattern in the photo gallery, so make sure you check that out. So this is the print that I'm going to be using tonight. It is double-sided, gorgeous on both sides, but this is the side I'm going to focus on. Let me get my glasses here. Very simple cuts for the One Sheet Wonder. Same cuts as we did last week, but I will be changing some things up as I go according to the card. So 4 inches by 12, 4 inches by 12, and finally 4 inches by 12. Now it should be that, but it might just be a hair longer, which it is, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to take all 3, stack them up, and cut them all at 5 1/4. And 5 1/4. Now the end pieces will be cut as needed. So I have 3 little end pieces. And then we have 6 that are 4 by 5 1/4. So that's your cutting of that Designer Series paper. What the nice part is there's 6 that are exact same size. So if there's one of the cards in the 6 that you really like, you can make all 6 the same way. So I'm going to start out with the first card, really basic, easy card, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Fold that in half. I'm using the basic gray, and then I have a piece of boho blue, which is going to go on the top. And then I'm just going to pick up one of my prints and adhere it so that little bit of that boho blue shows all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and get these glued up. One Sheet Wonders do not have to be technical. They can be very simple cards. They do not have to be all fun fold cards. They can just be a regular old card that turns out beautiful. How did I get glue? I don't know. I had quite a night last week. We will see how this week pans out. So this is very, very simple. Whoops. I need to push that over. That's why I like the liquid glue. It gives me that leeway to move it all the way around. Now for the inside, I have a piece of white. We're going to take one of our leftover bottom strips. We're going to cut it down 3/4 of an inch. see if I can do that. This paper is a little curled on that one end. Might have to just cut that as is, so it's not quite 3/4 the second piece, but one is, one isn't. So I'm going to use the skinnier of the two, only because my paper for some reason was curled, so it wouldn't lay nice for me to cut it. That's okay. We're going to put it across there. Just like last week, we're going to put our little bird on there. So darn cute. And then this is ready for the inside. Just like that. On the front, we're gonna put our birdhouse. I've already went ahead, die cut it and assembled it, save you time there. And I'm gonna come on, I think, with a little blue base. And we'll stick that right up the center like so. And I'm not going to pop up my house because I popped up my bird, so I'm going to leave my house flat. And I'm just going to put that on there just like that. So very simple, just your regular card. So pretty. And then you'll see I added some of those iridescent pearls on my flowers there. So super easy. That's card number 1. Card number 2, we're going just as easy. It's 4 1/4 by 11. Scored at 5 1/2. Let's flip that. I don't know where I got that glue. Get a nice crease here. And this time we're going with real red and one of our pieces. Oh shoot, the first one was supposed to be turned the other direction. I suppose I could do it with this one. And it would open up like this. That works. I just wanted to show you vertically and horizontally. So that first card, I was supposed to do it horizontally. But it's going to be another one of those nights, and that's all right. So you can see that I don't get everything right the first time either. But then you just make it your own, right? We just switch things around. I'm gonna pick up that glue that I just smeared on my glass. All right, so we're going to turn it, and I've got just that little bit showing. I love the red and the gray. All right, now I got my birdhouse already pre-done here. So I could put it that way, stick a little happy birthday underneath there, like so. I'm going to cut a little piece of red, I think, and I'm going to kind of mat my banner. So I think I want about 3/4 of an inch. Let's see. Let's see how that pans out. That looks pretty good. All right, that'll work. The happy birthday was from the Country Birdhouse stamp set. And I am going to place it on this real red. like so. Whoops. And then I think I'm going to run that to the edge where the real red meets. Let's get down here so we can see what we're doing better. Put this down here and put my house to the side. Kind of like that. Something a little different. Like I said, I do not have these made up. I'm kind of just winging it. We're going to see how it goes. See what we come up with. Okay, so I'm going to match my red up along the edge there. And then I'm going to put my house. Let's see, does that look straight? For some reason that looks a little crooked. That looks better. Now, I could pop my house up, but I already have the bird popped up, so I'm going to just stick my house on. And I'm just going to overlap the banner on this side. That banner was made with the Stylish Shapes dies. And then what I could do is I could come in with another flower over here to kind of match. I could pull in a smaller one, put that over here, or I could put it at the front. That's pretty. All right, so I'm going to take a glue dot and we're going to put that right there, and then we're going to take one of those little iridescent pearls and we're going to put that on there. There we go. We improvised. So this one was supposed to be the vertical. This one was supposed to be horizontal, but we know how that went. So we just made this one horizontal. So for the inside, I'm going to take that leftover strip that we had from the first card, put that along the edge here, and put that on the inside. Now I also have a little bird, so I can put him down here, just like that. So improvise, super simple. So these first two cards, just your basic card, basic. Basic sometimes is the best. Doesn't always have to be a fun fold. So just like that. All right, so there's 1, 2. Just change the direction. I could put, I know I got more blue flowers. I could put another flower on there too. You can keep going and going and going. That's the problem. You never know when to quit. All right, so the next card. Let's see if I do this right. 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 2 3/8, and at 5 1/2. So 2 3/8 and 5 1/2. First fold it in half. And then we're going to fold to the inside at that 2 3/8. I got to make sure that. So it's like that. It's going to be an easel card. Very simple easel card. So this time, my birdhouse color is the Summer Splash. And then take one of our pieces and we're going to put that over the top. All right, so I'm going to attach those together. I'm going to use my liquid glue because I'm using the very tight edges. I just want to make sure that I can move it where it needs to be. So attach that. All right, and then when you put it on your card front, you're going to only attach it to that bottom part so it can easel up. So I'm going to put my liquid glue on here. We don't want to go right to the edge because we want a little bit of our edge showing. All right. So we're going to attach that ever so nicely, like so. All right, now I have my birdhouse, and we're going to assemble that like so. So let me glue this on first. Put that right towards the bottom. And then we're going to put the birdhouse on there. Aren't those colors pretty? Again, because my bird is popped up, I'm going to leave my house flat. So just like that. And then it's going to pop up. Now to pop that up, we have white for the inside. We're going to take one of our bottom pieces, and then I have a piece of that Summer Splash. So we're going to attach that, and then we're going to pop that up. So let me put some glue on there. Like so. Now I'm going to put dimensionals on there, because when you do an easel card, you need a little lip on the inside of your card so that that easel portion on the front can hook to that lip. If that I'll show you once we get on. If you haven't seen an easel before. So I'm going to put this right to the bottom and to the sides. It's a little bit bigger. I didn't cut that down correctly. I was doing it at 5 1/4 instead of at 4. So we're just going to hack that off. You're going to want to move yours over a little tad there, but that's okay. Now we're going to put that on the inside, like so. And see how it's going to easel up like that? Should have moved that down a little bit. That's where I was off. Oh, the white though. That's where I was off. I'm going to put I could put a little bird on there, and I do have another happy birthday, so I think I'm going to attach my happy birthday to this pool party splash, Summer Splash. Do I want that? I don't need that popped up because I've already popped up this part. And we're going to stick that down, and then I'll flag these ends here. So closed and open and like that. And then you could put some more pearls on there if you like. I think I'm going to come in maybe with my bird. I could put my bird up here too. Maybe at the top. Oops, I haven't decided yet where I'm going to put him. I could put him here too. That's kind of cool. Let me color him quick a minute. That is the Summer Splash. I didn't color all my birds because I wasn't quite sure where I was going to use them. And then I'm going to come in with the dark. Whoops. Oops. And then I'll come in with the pumpkin and do his beak and his little feet. And I'm thinking right there, I kind of like him right there. Like that. Is that going to be in the way? Not really. If you don't like it like that, you can move your bird down. You can put it towards the bottom. Let's see. I could maybe, yes, move this down a little bit and place some kind of overlap his wing. I kind of like that too. I think I'm going to stick them there. Just like that. And then it lays more flush. Lots of options, lots of options. So that's card number 3. That is a very standard easel card. All right, card number 4. My card base on this one is going to be the Pretty Pink. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 2 1/8, and then I turned it around and scored it at 2 1/8, and then folded it to the middle, the gatefold. And then I have a piece of basic gray, and we're going to take one of our pieces and we're going to attach that just like that. So let's get that glued up. That side would be very pretty too. Don't stick yet. All right, there. I don't know why that one was giving me difficulty. Now when we put it, attach it to our card base, we're only going to attach it on this flap right here. So I'm going to put my liquid glue on this flap here. We're not going to go right to the edge. Come on. I don't know what is the deal with this glue. Okay, so we're going to have just that little bit of edge showing on the pink. We have the pink birdhouse. I have a little bit of that basic gray because that is going to go on here. We're going to take another one of our pieces here and we're going to cut this at, I want to make sure I got this piece right. We're going to cut it at 1 7/8. So 1 7/8. save that piece. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those now. Let's see if I can get this glue. It's a brand new one, so it shouldn't be giving me issues. All right, so again, we're just going to have a little bit of that gray showing. And then we're going to put that on this flap here. Like so. And then we're going to put our birdhouse on the front. We have this piece for the inside. It's going to open up. We're going to put this on the inside. I'm not quite sure. We're going to be using some designer series paper, but I don't want to cut anything down yet because I haven't made the last 2 cards yet. So I'm going to be filling that one in later. Got my little stand. Put that on the front. Just like that. This one I die cut a piece of basic gray and then I texturized it with the Timber 3D embossing folder. So gave it that little textured look on my house. So if you don't want to use your designer series paper, you can use your cardstock and make your thing like that. So this card opens like this and then like this. And then I'm going to fill in that inside as soon as I figure out these next 2 cards. All right, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did I get short a piece? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it's a little bit different than I had planned, but that's okay. We'll make it work. All right, so this one, your card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4. So fold it in half. And then we're going to fold it to the inside. So you have kind of like this. You're going to take this piece and you're going to cut it down to 2 inches. So you have 2 pieces. They're going to go right there on the front. And I'm going to use my liquid glue. I think we're going to be down to 5 cards instead of 6 with the pieces that I have left. So we're going to attach that like so. And we're going to attach this one. To this side. Like that. And then I punched 2 circles out of basic gray and then folded them. I scored them in half, folded them in half. So you got 2 circles folded in half. You're going to take each circle and put it on either side of that score line, just like that. Oops. I'm going to use that. So I'm going to put 1/2 here and 1/2 here, back them up, but I don't want them to be on the score line. I want them to be on either side of the score line, but not touching the score line, because I want it to be able to fold back. So you end up with these little, like, almost wings. Then you're going to take your birdhouse. This time I used the peach pie with the basic gray. Stick your birdhouse on those 2 circles. So we're going to put the liquid glue on there. We're going to center your birdhouse so that the point is kind of with the score line. And then I'm just going to hold it there for a second. If you wanted to, you could add the little bracket underneath, but only attach it to the house, not on your card. I'm not going to put it on. I'm going to just leave it just like that. All right, and then your house is going to be up like that. I got oozing out of glue, so I got to be careful it doesn't stick it shut. So for the inside, what you're going to do is take a piece of white. This is why I'm thinking I'm not going to have a 6 card, because this is all what I have left. So I'm going to take this piece, and it's going to go on this inside here, and we're going to pop that up so that it easels. But you're still going to be able to see that beautiful print on the inside. Now I could trim that down. I'm not going to use it for another card. This piece here, I'm going to end up putting in the inside. Remember I said I didn't want to put in the inside till I knew what I was going to do. So I'm going to put that on the inside of that one. Now if you wanted to, you could make that into a pocket by putting your adhesive down the sides and across the bottom and make it a pocket. I'm just going to adhere it as is. Maybe I'll cut it in half. Or as close to in half. And I'll put a little piece at the top and a piece at the bottom. So I wasn't thinking correctly when I was kind of designing or thinking about how I was going to design. I thought I was going to get 6, but we got 5. Oh, I already stuck that down. And then, you know what? If I have another little bird, I'm gonna color that one in the pink and put that there. Whoops. I'll have to put some glue on that. All right, so then for this one, what I'm going to do, it's a little bit bigger than I would like, so I'm just going to trim it down to about 1.5. I think that looks good. And then I'm going to pop that up because this is a vertical easel card. So we need that edge. And you know what? I want just a little bit more on that side. I'm going to take my side pieces. You want to use up all the you can. No sense throwing those side pieces away because they are usable. They're just the same as the hexagon ones, just a different shape, but nobody's going to see that. All right, so before I attach that, I'm going to put this on the inside. And you know what? I'm wondering if it is longer. Nope, it's the same size. Cool. There we go. Now this is going to go along the edge here. And that's going to be my little stopper, like so, for that easel. That's how it looks flat. Cool, huh? Now again, you could put one of those happy birthday. I do have the little strip, so you could put a little strip across the bottom. Whatever you would like. I do have a little, nope, I thought I had a bird all colored, but I do not. You could also put, I wonder if you could put, nah, I think I would leave it. Leave it. But I like how that bird will easel out like that. Save those for another card. Now this strip here, let's see, I have that. I got to color that bird there, so that was that one. This one easels up like this. I mean, you could add that strip to an envelope. You could put it inside any one of your cards. Save it for the next one. You could have added it, no I can't, but up the side, inside, however you want to do it. That's all you got left is that little strip. So okay, instead of 6, 5 cards. Like I said, I didn't know how they were going to go, but I think they turned out really nice. And I love that you can use that designer series paper because it's all cut the same size. So if you want to make all 5 like this, what you would end up with 6 because you're not cutting for these cards. So you would have 6 like this, you could have 6 like this, you could have 6 like this. If you do any of these, you're going to have, you know, less, just because you have to cut one of the 6 pieces into your strips. But love those. This birdhouse has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It does take a little bit more prep work, but I think the cards turn out just gorgeous. So if you need the supplies, under the video it says show or more. Click on that and I have the list of all the supplies that I use. Click on any of those supplies. It'll bring you to my online store. I do appreciate any and all orders. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, click on the bell in the upper right hand corner so you always know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.